morning, everyone. Our lesson for today is basic literacy. You are tasked to do either writing or reading. Whatever you want to do is in your choice.
Do you have any ruler?
In need of a ruler?
I don't have any bookmarks. How can I remember the book I am reading?
A bookmark? Or maybe sticky note? Are you tired of using random materials to finish your work? Try our product.
Wow, what's that? It's sticky note and bookmark from the Threuse. It is multifunctional. You can use this for your easy navigation software. You can try it. Threuse, a product of a multiple use.
Threuse purpose is to provide the highest quality products of notepads and bookmarks. It creates innovation that will benefit the whole community. They offer products that is useful in many ways, such as easy tracking of tasks and delegations. This company will be located at Asian College of Technology International Educational Foundation, Cyber Tower 2, organized by Grade 12 UMS Idealism students.
Vision. We want to make it easy for people to think, plan, and remember important things. Our goal is to help people capture ideas, measure progress, and mark moments that matter, and to be the world's most trusted source for simple, effective, and reliable note taking. By creating this product, we aim to provide better taking down notes, putting bookmarks, or using rulers. With that, it takes down faster for more effective and reliable in taking keywords and short information.
We offer a product that focuses on innovation and practically a multi-purpose bookmark and a revolutionary bookmark designed to meet the needs of book lovers, students, and professionals to further elevate traditional bookmark. We offer exclusive features such as a built-in ruler for quick measurements, a detachable sticky notes for writing down ideas, helpful for multitasking, useful for reading, a budget-friendly, eco-friendly alternative to traditional notepads. Made from durable, recycled materials with its marketing focuses on students, teachers, and clubs.
In this part of our business plan, we will show the business model of our company. It will show the activity, partnership, customer segments, and many more that will further explain our business. And now, for the business proponents, these are the members that completes the business plan. Each of them has their own role and cooperate to make the business successful.
As we have already mentioned, students, readers, teachers, and writers are our target customers for the 3-in-1 book, ruler, and bookmark, since the market segment has an obvious need and constant use of all three products. The benefits are it's easy to carry, pocket-friendly, budget-friendly, aesthetic appeal, convenience to reading and writing, and the features are 3-in-1 product, it is negotiable delivery system, what you see is what you get, and it is handmade.
And now, for the main value proposition, we will be able to give the reasons on why our product is unique compared to others. First is creating a multi-purpose product. In creating a product that provides 3 uses in literacy, we are confident that we can help people that needs these specific items and doing their work. As the name suggests, our product is a 3-in-1 item. It ensures to be able to assist these customers in 3 ways that they need in creating or doing literacy. Second is forming assurance of this product in literacy. In reading and writing, we often need to have certain materials in doing an activity. This product aims to provide those materials in a much more obtainable way. As the first proposition explains that this product aims to provide those items, it will also give them convenience because they won't need to bring three different items at once because our product will already be a three-in-one item. And it will be very useful for them in these certain scenarios or situations in needing these materials.
Threuse, a 3-in-1 bookmark, is a multifunctional tool designed for book lovers and students, especially teachers. Combining a bookmark, ruler, and sticky notes all in one product. It allows users to mark pages, take quick measurements, and take down notes. Perfect for studying or reading.
Evolution strategy. The company will grow by advertising on Facebook and Instagram to reach more customers locally and globally, starting in Cebu City. They create products to build partnerships and expand their reach. Pricing justification. Our pricing is based on recycled materials, modern design, and affordability, with fair rates depending on production. Methods to attract our target customers effectively.
Financial forecast. First month of January, we'll have the revenue forecast of 50 sales volume units, and each unit costs 50 pesos, making the monthly revenue 2,500 pesos. For the COGS forecast, we'll have the direct material cost 35, direct labor cost 3 pesos, making the total cost per unit 38 pesos, which will then be multiplied to the sales volume 50, making the monthly COGS 1,900 pesos. For the operating expenses, the monthly fixed cost will only be salaries and utilities. 110 for the salaries, 135 for the utilities, making the monthly fixed cost 245 pesos. For the monthly variable cost, that will only be marketing, 5% of the revenue. 2,500, 5% of that is 125, making the monthly variable cost 125 pesos. Adding the monthly fixed cost and monthly variable cost, we'll have a total monthly cost of 370 pesos. For the profit and loss, we'll have the revenue 2,500, COGS 1,900. Subtracting these two, we'll have the gross profit of 600, operating expenses is 370. Subtracting gross profit and operating expenses, we'll have the operating profit of 230. Taxes is 20%, 230 minus 20% will be the net profit of 182. And 230, 20% of that is 48 pesos. For the cash flow forecast, we'll have the cash inflows of only the revenue, 2,500, making the total cash inflows 2,500 pesos. The cash outflows will have the COGS 1,900, operating expenses 370, loan payments 0, taxes 48, making the total cash outflows 2,318. Subtracting total cash inflows and total cash outflows will have the net cash flow of 182. For the balance sheet, we'll have the assets, cash 1,000, accounts receivable 1,000, inventory 500, equipment will be 1,900 pesos, making the total assets 4,400 pesos. For the liabilities, we'll only have accounts payable, which is 105, loans 0, making the total liabilities 105. Subtracting total assets and total liabilities, we'll have an equity of 4,295 pesos. For the break-even analysis, we'll have a fixed cost of 235, unit price 50, variable cost or unit 38. Unit price subtracting variable cost will be 50 minus 38, making 12. Dividing into the fixed cost of 235, we'll have a break-even volume of 19.58 units or 20 units. For the key ratios, we'll have a 182 net profit divide to the revenue of 2,500 multiplied to the constant 100. We'll have a net profit margin of 7.82%. For the gross profit, we'll have a 600 divided to the revenue 2,500 multiplied to the constant 100. We'll have a gross margin of 24%.
As of February this year, our revenue forecast February, our sales volume has increased to 50 units than what it is on January. So on our sales volume, it is increased to 100 units, still with a price of 50 pesos, and with that we'll get a monthly revenue of 5,000 pesos. For the COGS, we have a direct material cost of 35 pesos added to direct labor cost of 3 pesos. That would sum up to total cost per unit 38 pesos. With a sales volume We have 50 units. And with that, we'll get a monthly COGS 1,900 pesos. For the operating expenses, we have monthly fixed cost with salaries of 110, utilities with 135, and a monthly variable cost of 5% of the revenue, that is 250. So when we add up all 110 salaries, marketing of 250, utilities of 135, that will get us the 495 pesos. So for the profit and loss statement, we have the revenue of 5,000 minus the COGS, which is 1,900. We'll get we'll get a gross profit of 3,100. So minus the operating expenses worth of 495, we'll get operating profit of 2,605 minus the 20% tax, that is 522.4, we'll get a net profit of 2,082.6. For the cash inflows and outflows, our revenue is 5,000. We don't have loan proceeds, so the value is 0. The total cash inflows is 5,000. With the cash outflows, we have COGS of 1,900, operating expenses of 495. Again, we don't have loan payments, so the value is 0. We have the tax of 522.4. So when we add it all, the total cash outflows is 2,917.4. The total cash inflows worth 5,000 minus the total cash outflows of 2,917.4 will get a net cash flow worth of 2,082.6. With the balance sheet, we have assets, liabilities, and equity. With assets, we have cash 2,500, accounts receivable at 1,250. Same goes with the inventory. And equipment of 1,900, that totals 6,900. The liabilities, accounts payable 350. We don't have any loans, so the value is 0. We have the total liabilities of 350, and then we'll get the difference of the assets to get the equity. Assets worth of 6,900 minus the liabilities of 350, we get the equity of 6,550. With a break-even analysis, we have fixed cost 238, unit price 50 pesos, variable cost per unit is 38. To get the break-even volume, we'll have to find the difference between the unit price of 50 pesos and the variable cost per unit worth of 38. So we'll get a value of 12. So 238 minus, 238 divided by 12, we'll get the 20 units. So on 20 units, on and after the 20 units, our business will start to cover all of its costs and start to generate.
For the third month of March, we'll have the revenue forecast at sales volume 162, and each unit will cost 50 pesos, making the monthly revenue 8,100 pesos. For the COGS, we'll still have the direct material cost and the direct labor cost the same. For the material cost, 35. For the labor cost, 3 pesos, making the total cost per unit 38. Multiplying it to the sales volume, we'll have a monthly COGS of 1,900 pesos. For the operating expenses, we'll have the monthly fixed cost, still salaries and utilities, 110 for salaries and 135 for utilities, making the monthly fixed cost 245 pesos. For the monthly variable cost, we'll have the marketing, which is 5% of the revenue. 5% of 8,100 is 405, making the monthly variable cost 405. Adding these two will result in the total monthly cost of 650 pesos. For the profit and loss, we'll have the revenue 8,100, COGS 1,900. Subtracting these two, we'll have the gross profit of 6,200. Operating expenses is 650. Subtracting gross profit and operating expenses, we'll have the operating profit, which is 5,550, minus the 20% tax. 20% of 5,550 is 1,110.78. Subtracting that to the operating profit, we'll have 4,439.22 of net profit. For the cash flow forecast, we'll have the cash inflows of only revenue 8,100, making the total cash inflows 8,100. For the cash outflows, COGS is 1,900, operating expenses is 650, loan payments is 0 since we are not going to loan anything, taxes is 1,110.78, making the total cash outflows 3,660.78. Subtracting the total cash inflows and total cash outflows, we'll have 4,439.22 for the net cash flow. For the balance sheet, we'll have assets, cash, 2,700, accounts receivable and inventory will still be the same, 2,700, equipment, 1,900. Adding these, we'll have a total assets of 10,000. For the liabilities, we'll have accounts payable, 700, loans, 0, making the total liabilities 700. Subtracting total assets and total liabilities, we'll have an equity of 9,300. For the break-even analysis, we'll have fixed cost of 245, unit price is 50, variable cost per unit is 38. 50 minus 38 will have 12, and that 12 will be dividing it to the fixed cost, 245 will have a break-even volume of 21 units. For the key ratios, we'll have a net profit of 4,439.22 divided to the revenue of 8,100 multiplied to the constant 100, we'll have a net profit margin of 55%. For the gross profit, we'll have 6,200 divided to the revenue, we'll have 8,100 multiplied to the constant 100, we'll have a gross margin of 77%.
Following these steps, the next financial forecast shows the months of April and May.
For the capital structure, liabilities and equities of each month were divided into each other, and the answer will be the base form. For the financial offerings, it was shown how the investors will have the benefits of the company when they are going to invest and show interest in our company.